So for this episode of Let's Draw, I thought I would do something a little bit different and kind of talk along with the video and give a bit of narration as to what's going on. So it's already started, and if you couldn't tell by the sketch, what it's going to be is a group of blown in front of like some kind of like mountain castle or tower or something. What I'm doing right now is creating the foreground image. I'm using Sketchbook Pro on a Samsung Galaxy tablet, and the foreground image for this particular piece is a pile of skulls. I guess the blown-ins have been in a battle and murdered a bunch of non-blown-ins, and so they're standing on the lead blown-in there is standing on this pile of skulls triumphantly. One of the things that I do in Sketchbook Pro is when I'm drawing, I generally draw like the layers of the image as I would see it. So the skulls are the foreground, and then this blown-in that I'm drawing right now is this kind of a middle ground image, and then we'll put in the background later. If you look over on the right hand side, you can see I'm using multiple layers, and what I'm doing is, like, when I draw a hand like that, I'll draw it on its own layer, or this staff that's in his hand. And then what I can do is I can go in and erase it really easily, and then I merge the layers together. And then I just keep doing that and creating more layers. Sketchbook Pro has a weird thing going on where you can only get so many layers in it, and I don't know how many that is, maybe like 12 or something, and then it just won't let you create anymore, and I'm not sure why. I think my tablet's powerful enough to do a bunch of layers. I guess it's just a limitation of the software. So I've gotten in the habit of just every time I basically start something new or start something that I know is going to overlap a previous drawing, I just do it on its own layer, and you can do it in Photoshop the same way. And it just makes it easier. That way I don't have to go back and try and like really fiddle with erasing lines where I mess up, and I also don't have to worry about like making the lines fit perfectly. It just saves a bunch of time in the end, and it's something that I've kind of figured out after drawing on this tablet for a couple of years. It makes the drawing a little faster. You can see right now, like those the blown in the background. Initially, they were going to be fleshed out, and I just made a decision to do them as silhouette. I thought it would be a little more stark and give a little bit more, I don't know, detail to the front character there that's standing on the pile of skulls. I didn't really like the silhouette design of those blown in the back. You can see I finished them, and I've started on the background image, which, if you look over on the right again, is its own layer. That way it doesn't interfere with anything that's already been drawn. If you look underneath that layer on the right, though, you can see that I've merged the skulls and the blown-in and everything that's in the foreground, and now I'm just working on the background by itself. Here in a minute, what's going to happen after I finish this background is I realize, man, those blown-in look pretty weak, and they need a little bit of detail. So I go back in, and I'm going to put eyes on them, and I thought it looked kind of cool, and then I made them all mean. They're looking around and stuff, probably to see like who they could murder next. And that's it. So that's a basic kind of way of putting together one of these drawings. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like this and you like this narration, you know what? I'll do it again. Just let me know. But thanks for watching.